Good thing it was. I'm like, oh, it wasn't one of theirs. Here I am talking about the beer. It's like, it's one of yours.
All right.
Why does that beer look so green now? No, these guys we have a green board, eh? It's just neat.
That's awesome.
Here's the next one. There's the head on this one. That's going to pull it down.
It's a pretty
It is. Top on that.
Don't worry though, we'll edit it up maybe.
So do you guys actually watch the show on the internet or no? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few things.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
So you know what you're in for.
You guys.
But yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's hilarious sometimes. Well, sometimes.
Depends what they're reviewing, right?
Let's be honest, it usually ends pretty good.
Depends what drunk we are.
Yeah.
We don't pull a lot of punches.
Well,
We don't at all. And,
It has caused some people not to like it.
oh yeah, we get hate mail from brewers.
I-
Several of them.
well, I don't know, but I think, you know what, so.
Just
maybe-
refrain from calling their beer taste like ass.
Yeah.
You know, like.
There was one like that.
No, we've done a few words. Yeah, we had one recently that tasted more like sunscreen than beer.
There's that story.
Cheers to you.
Thanks very much for coming, Creemore.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Cheers.
Cheers. There we go.
That's cool. Thank you. Cheers to you.
That's all.
Forget that lager, forget that.
Oh no, I'm the wimp of the brew. I'm the newbie. So to me, beer was Coors Light up until 3 weeks ago. So.
So 3 weeks ago.
No, no,
Three months. You've been
3
around
months,
for
yeah.
longer
Okay,
than
so
that.
Ever
that's
since ever since Boy Chuck's been angry.
That's pretty interesting, so really you.
I'm really newish to
Coors
this. So.
Yeah, he just got his nickname a few, like last week. I think.
Well, no, about a month ago now.
So how would you, with your full Coors Light hat on, how would you classify lager? Would you say it's a flavored beer?
It's very balanced.
Yes.
Balanced, tiny bit bitter, but not the bitter you want from it.
Right.
Like, you know, not the disgusting sunscreen bitter.
Is it robust? Is it fairly accessible?
You're
Again, I want
talking about the one I'm drinking now.
Yeah, I want a Coors Light drinker.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the beer you're drinking now? Or
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, like I say, it's got the kind of bitter you want to, but you gotta remember, I was underestimated. I didn't know beer was supposed to have flavor to it, so.
Right.
I thought it was cornstarch and water and it just got you drunk.
Boys, you come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
We're having a huge debate right now,
Um,
whether this is full flavor. Two, and what I say.
Well, you know, full flavor to compare it to some of the things I've been drinking lately, that's not fair because I've been drinking porters and
Right.
stouts,
And
so.
it's kind of in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah,
So
but,
this would be
this
full.
is
Big thing about beers.
This tastes like beer, as opposed to like a Coors Light that tastes like water and corn. This actually tastes like beer.
Thanks for learning, Scott. We will change you.
Is that kind of everyday drinking?
It's the idiot's choice of advertising.
Well, the funny thing before I started doing this 3 years ago, like I worked in the bar industry for 17 years now, but mostly as a doorman and or bar back. And I considered myself a beer snob because I made fun of people that drank Coors Light. Well, I drank Keats.
Well,
And
it's
so-
it's the eye of the beholder. right?
Yeah. And
That's
so,
right.
and then I got into this. I actually remember years ago making fun of people when they won't buy old speckled hen and stuff like that. Like, it's like, oh my god, it's so horrible, because I didn't know any better. And now I've been doing this now, what, 3 years of what I've been doing this?
A little over. We just found that out when we did that third year of Halloween.
Yeah. And so since then, you know, I've discovered so much more. And
What do
like,
you have in your fridge right now?
oh my god, like everything that we give in here.
Yeah, it's 200 in your fridge.
In our fridge right now, we got a bunch of stuff from Southern Tier, which is just down in, what was the place in Lakewood? Lakewood, yeah. We got a couple Belgian whites, like Kronenberg 16.
Well, you have Paul and Tim there, right? And they're beer snobs. They'll buy all the good stuff usually. Most
Yeah.
of it broke.
Yeah. I'm actually a booze drinker.
So that's actually cute, because that's one of the questions when we interview these brewmasters. What's in your fridge right now?
Yeah.
That's one of the questions he asks people at the breweries too, like the brewmaster, what's in your fridge?
Yeah.
Why do you make it like this? And
Yeah. Like, it's funny that I ended up in a beer thing, like when it comes to drinking, I'm a booze guy.
In beer, and how do they think about it today, and why would you choose beer over spirits or or what?
It's hard, eh? So I worked a long time in the bar, and people have their niche, right? And they discover alcohol when they're 16 or whatever. They get sick off of tequila, their scotch, and they never go back to it, or too much later. They discover through trial and error a couple things they like.
Their beers are usually whatever their dad was drinking.
Yeah. Or the first thing that was introduced to them by the.
But not so much anymore, right? Like that's, like if
Well,
we, if we,
people are still treating
maybe not.
Grand Well for absolutely
Like I think
no
we're all
reason.
probably
At
about the
that
same.
cross section, I think you're gonna see like, even me working in bars that I've worked at, you see the old people that still drink their stock ale, at least in our area.
OV.
Ours is the bastion of old man, that stuff, OV.
Black label, OV.
Black label. 50.
I know.
But you get all that, and then you get the young college kids, and the young college kids are about 50-50. Half of them will drink stuff like this, and half of them are drinking the Canadian and the Bud Malt because it's cheaper to buy.
Or Milwaukee
Old
or
Milwaukee, Laker,
House.
Milwaukee's best.
But then they're introduced to craft, I think, with like the Mill Street organic.
Well, like I have recently been introduced to craft. Like, I mean, it's only been a few months that I've been drinking anything other than the big, no flavor, what I thought. Reverend was blue.
Reverend was one of the very first guys, cast members we had. Reverend, his 10 out of 10 beer was Labatt Blue. And he would drink that stuff nonstop at the bar. He goes to the bar now and he buys it and he goes, I buy it because I used to buy it, but I can't stand the taste of it anymore.
Like I'll go out and look for a Pilsner and think it's supposed to taste like blue. This blue says Pilsner on the bottom. You think it's an actual Pilsner, and then you find out later, no, not even close.
But to get back to your question though, like how to get people into it, it's, you know what, like, I think some of the microbrewery pubs that are like right there in the open, you know what I mean, like that's, we have a couple in St. Catharines, and that's really, even me working in the bars, that's where I first kind of discovered other beer was through the microbrewery pubs. Right, there's,
Your local bartenders can make a huge difference too. I mean, if you could, the more educated they are, like when we go out for dinner, my wife will ask them, you know, for different things, what they recommend with pairings and stuff like that. So I mean, bartenders make a huge difference.
It's the bar, again, it's the bartender educator.
Well, this is it. Like, I mean,
it's just
pushing back because they give them neon lights to put on.
well, and even then, like I remember when they got in Shop Top, what was that, who does that? The Bats, yeah, we were at Castle, and they brought in two beer goods, you know the types, eh?
Yeah.
Kind of like us.
No,
You guys know way better than the Coors Light ice people.
girls, right? And it's like, and she's like, oh, here, try this. And I looked at it, and I said, I don't like fake Hogarth. I'm sorry, I won't drink it, right? And she's like, Hogarth, this is nothing like Hogarth. And I'm like, I'm sure it is this, but it's a white beer with orange peels and stuff. I'm not drinking it. I drink Hogarth when it comes to that, right? And this is expanded, of course. And she's like, I don't even know what Hogarth is. So I'm like, you're promoting a white beer that's trying to compete with Hogarth, and you don't know what it is.
It's owned by the same company.
Yeah. So,
Maybe
and you're
part of
like,
that does make a
yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, like, you know, beer people you talk to who don't know much about the product they're selling, which is frightening too.
Good day, guys. We're here at the Creemore Springs Brewing Company, the brewery, right here in Creemore, Ontario. We're trying something that we can't get yet where we're from. So this PIBUs, beautiful color, as the camera was showing ahead, blasted nicely, it's faded down nicely. Unfiltered,
Beautiful color, man.
It smells pretty. I want to take it home.
You can get the Cascade hops that are in there. You can get the Big Mac. It says on the back that there's Target in there. I can't smell it, but I'm glad about that a little bit personally.
I'm noticing more and more, like you were saying, the Indian Pale lagers are starting to come out. Okay, is this just my ignorance, or are they actually just starting to make them now? Indian Pale lagers.
It's everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's try it. That's pretty good,
I
man.
like that. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I give it an 8. Hell, I gotta buy it again. I look for it actually in the bar, or in the beer store.
It's not bad.
Oh! Oh, well,
Only on tap right now.
No, it's okay, it's all good.
But we hope that we'll get enough consumer response to it, and then it can go into
I'm
cans.
gonna have to agree with him on the game. I would buy this. I would definitely enjoy it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with an 8 on this too.
Now, truthfully, I'll say an 8, but I will give it an asterisk where I will give it an 8.5 if it was canned, so I didn't have to
See,
see
you
the bar.
didn't have to go bar to get it, yeah.
There we go.
Because that's just if I would buy this all the time and keep it.
If it was at the ICBO.
Yeah.
What do you think it, you judge us on our actions, not what you believe our
Okay.
actions are going to be?
Well, like when I was watching the documentary, they said that you guys kind of keep your autonomy. Like you brewed your own beer, they weren't told what you had to brew, what ingredients you had to use, which is nice as well.
Guys, this is Gordon Fuller, our master, Chad, Scott,
Man,
Steve.
Steve. Ken. Hi, I'm John. It's that guy.
At least I told you guys. Get a little walk off the adventures.
Any tours and everything.
So we have some hops and bowls.
At least.
Multiple cameras.
It's good. It comes out on DVD. We're gonna have a multi-angle DVD.
You got 3 big guys that you got to try to get in there, so you know one camera doesn't usually do it. You know.
For all of us.
That's good enough, right? I'll let you do your thing.
That sounds like a plan. Actually, I want to read that too. Like in my case, I'm not drinking it because it's chic. I'm not drinking it because, you know, the commercial said it was cool. I'm drinking it because I have friends that happen to like different beers, and that's how I've gotten fortunate enough to try several.
And to
But-
me, ultimately, you drink it because of the taste.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, the taste and what you get out of it.
But again, people have to.
Crappy.
This is just the right beer, we're gonna stop the cultivation, we're gonna have right beer here.
Fight beer.
And that's what you guys are doing today?
Yeah.
We asked what you guys are doing today? Kilo cat, Albino Rhino.
Filtration. And so obviously having very good we don't pasteurize anything. This is the only filtration.
What's it look like?
That's the mash variant.
Oh, neat.
So we're at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That is neat.
And it works on
So it's got a steam coil here heating up.
I was wondering how you were heating it.
Yeah, it's got some steam, so
Heater coil. Yeah.
it starts really thick and
You gotta be
floury, and then over the course of an hour, as you go through the temperature raises, it gets thin and sweet.
Oh, right. Smells good.
This is our second one. Unfortunately, it's not Nori today, but basically, all the bottles, start at the far end of the hall, they're going into one pallet, up to the blue, they'll go to the red, the silver. As long as everybody's good, first and foremost, the bottles are going to Jeff is heading up our expansion, so if there's any,
Hi, who are you guys?
Albino Rhino beer.
Oh, cool.
so they're here for a little tour and see what's going on in Creemore, but we just brought Jeff on to help us with the expansion, and there's been lots of lovely things he's done for us already that have really helped.
Kinds of little
Helped.
projects too.
Yeah. Some of these arches weren't here. They were in different parts of the building, but as we've expanded the offices and stuff, we've always took care to keep again as much of the original infrastructure and just move it. Normally you would see the ladies on the order desk, which is always of interest to a bunch of our customers because we call all our accounts every week to get their orders. So again, it's really about getting fresh beer out the door to folks.
Wow, every week.
This is where it all happens, and the marketing pit, right? And I don't know if you guys noticed how nice and clean it was and organized over there. And then you come to our domain, and maybe not quite as.
You're better than my office in my house.
Should I put my safety glasses on? I think I need safety glasses and hard
Yeah. Anyways, so
steel toes in here.
that's really it. We can head back to the what's it called? The boardroom.
That's a good point.
So I know it's a little early in the morning, but.
All we have to say is shit. Oh.